What's up, guys? In couple of hours, we're leaving the city and going far away to pick up the highlight of today's program, and I already have the key of that car. And you already guessed what it is. You are watching D3, and it's a test drive of a Ferrari 458 Spider.
Сегодня в городе дождливый, местами снег. Но боссу поебать, он прыгает в кабриолет. Шуба согревает, очень атлетичный торс. Любимый задний привод, хоть я и Джонни Бой. Хотя сгодится на охоту и Range Rover Ball. У тебя крутой компьютерный X6. Девиз моих машин, себе стурнафиг. Они придумали девизы твоему трамваю. Он идет русский МС, надави на газ. Мой стиль язык, как фильм «Безумный Макс». Желтая погани зонда, красная Ferrari, пидоры.
So a Ferrari 458 Spider, and it's in production since 2009, and it has a 4.5-liter engine, and that's a V8. It has 578 horsepower. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. Its top speed is 202 miles per hour, and this car is an absolute crap. The car is pretty poor assembled, it's not reliable, it breaks all the time. It does have a pretty interesting sound, cause that's a Ferrari, but at the moment it came out, Ferrari were already swallowing Lamborghini's cock and sucking their balls. And it seems to me that they're still doing it today. This is the reality, no matter what they say and what they do. Ferrari sucks. I'm talking about this particular car. This Spider is a pretty expensive toy, though I find this car pretty balanced, cause this car manages to have both an incredible individual sound and an amazing look. And also steers perfectly. And also it's really fast. If you want to buy a used Ferrari 458, you can find it for 215,000 in Moscow. And for the same amount of money, well, maybe not today, but before dollar rate increased. So let it be for 230,000, you could buy yourself an Aventador. These are the cars of one price category. Frankly speaking, I like an Aventador much more, cause a Lamborghini Aventador is an all-wheel drive sport, no, a supercar. And today it gets fueled by Audi means and founds. And let's be honest, it does consist of Audi ideas, but it still has its own temper and fighter personality. And a Ferrari 430 is an automobile that easily gets screwed by a cheap BMW X5M with a modified exhaust. Now I'd like you to look at this seat, just check it out. 1, 2, and 3. It's all got wrinkled. There are lots of cracks on this leather, and it has only 3,000 miles of mileage. And this is a Ferrari 458 Italia. And this car is expensive as hell, but no matter how much it costs, it has terrible leather. Nonsense. That's nonsense. I'm so pissed off with it, you ask a bloody fortune for it, but that's a crap. That's wonderful. It doesn't remind me of a G-Wagon at all. This car has carbon ceramic brakes, and that's an obvious thing for a car that accelerates in 3.4 seconds to 60, so it's okay. But for such a price, you could put diode optics here, cause these lenses, they look quite regular for such a car. The only alternative it can give us is a LaFerrari for $2 million. There are two digital dashboards from the left and from the right. The steering wheel is pretty comfortable. And if you wonder how this car steers, it steers like a spacecraft from the future. And if you wonder how this car sounds, I can tell you that this is the only car that can sound like this. Okay, baby, come on, show me what you got. Show me what you can do. Okay, it's 90 miles per hour. 90 miles per hour, is that all you can do? Okay, now it's 43 miles per hour. Let's make it 45. It's 45. Check this out, I'm going to floor it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It took me like 8 seconds to speed up to 93 miles per hour. What I want to say is that it took about 1.16 seconds for each 10 miles per hour. That's stupid. 3.4 seconds, I doubt it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it, it does show 3 seconds. 0 to 60 in 3.4 sharp. But why doesn't it feel that fast? When I'm driving some Lamborghini Huracan, and especially when I'm flooring it, I feel that it really gets going. And same thing I can say about Nissan GT-R or Porsche Turbo S. In those cars you feel the speed, but I don't feel the speed in this car. What the hell is this? I don't get it. This car makes me feel strange. I don't like the impressions. It has a very fast 7-gear transmission, and it steers like a goddess of highway, and it looks super sexy. But it doesn't feel fast. It's just showing off. I don't know why, but I don't feel all of this insane speed. Same as I don't feel any of this Italian quality. All I can see is a toy for showing off. This car feels incredibly balanced, and it turns and steers same perfectly as it accelerates, and it accelerates same perfectly as it steers. After these brakes warmed up, they became more effective. I don't know why, but sometimes it feels stupid. Sometimes it feels like it's really slow. It pisses me off. But when you look at the numbers, you understand that everything is okay. And that's very strange. A Turbo S is much more faster than this car, at least it feels this way. This car has the best steering ever. The steering is the best. I love how it steers. Finally, that's what I love in Ferrari's sound. All the Ferraris used to be the best sounding cars. Do you remember the sound of that Ferrari F12 Berlinetta? Yeah, that bitch was absolutely crazy. The sound the car accelerates with is mad as hell. I've never heard anything like that. Yes, I'm a pimp driving a red sports car, so what? Huh? How do they do it, goddammit? Anyway, we're two awesome guys in a red sports car, especially you with this awesome camera. The guys in Baku simply don't give a fuck whether you're driving a 458 Ferrari Spider or some Opel Vectra. Anyway, they will cut you off and turn right before you. No one gives a shit. A sport mode, a race mode, and also the traction helping system can work half of its power and can be fully switched off. And here you can see all the necessary information. And this is how the blinkers work. When you turn, you have to press the button from the left or from the right. And this is how you put it in neutral. Grab both of the shifters, press it, and now the car is in neutral. Press like this and that's the first gear. And if you press this button, it will go automatic. For rear gear, you should press here. A rear view camera turns on immediately. You can easily find it over here, and it works actually pretty well. And this is a launch control. And that's it. Honestly, I would pay 95,000 for this car. 95,000 for the way it accelerates. 140,000 for its steering. I wish this car to be a little bit faster. That would be awesome. The steering wheel is very comfortable and the car looks so sexy. I don't know about the girls, but men have to understand me. Just imagine yourself standing in a crowd of your friends and there's a beautiful girl passing by. Or even a couple of beautiful girls with long legs, big boobs, nice asses. Just imagine you're a type of a girl you may possibly fall in love. And every single man of that crowd you're standing and will turn their heads and watch them going, imagining themselves saying something and get acquainted. What I want to say is that driving this Ferrari along the main street downtown in Baku, or standing in a traffic jam, you feel yourself as a naked girl. Everyone is looking at you. Hi, do you want me to shake my boobs for you? I like this thing over here. Well guys, right now we're standing in a real ordinary Azerbaijan traffic jam. The road is simply blocked, no one's moving anywhere. And this traffic jam just proved everything I have said before. Absolutely everyone is looking at it. Especially all the men are watching it as if it's a beautiful naked girl walking along the street. But there's no wonder, cause this is a Ferrari. And since this is a beautiful red sports car, it may seem to you that a man that can possibly own it must be very cool. He must be rich, handsome, young and smart. But I'm the example that it's not necessarily so. What else can I say about this automobile? I got very controversial impressions from this car, because I've always been thinking that if you own such a fast car, you must be flooring it all the goddamn time, driving it in a racing helmet, but somehow it doesn't feel that fast. Well, I don't know, because when I'm pressing the gas pedal, it takes ages to get to 100 miles per hour. It feels like something's wrong with it. That's why I didn't like it. Please tell me, do you like this automobile? Sure. How much would you pay for it? Just imagine you have an unlimited amount of money. How much would you pay for such an automobile? 100. You can discuss it with your family. 100,000 bucks. So you will give 100,000 for it. Okay, 200,000. Man, this girl gives 200,000. 250, I would say. The farther we go, the richer become people. Thanks a lot. We are standing in a traffic jam in a Ferrari. That's our first test drive in a traffic jam. Hey, just look at that guy, check him out. You just look at his walk. He already decided to drive somewhere in our car. Hey man, floor it once again, please. If you ask Eric to floor it, you get it. Hey man, we're in Azerbaijan and we don't afraid of war. We just don't want to start the conflict. Actually, this car is pretty cool, but it's too expensive. It's way too expensive, it's overpriced. It's not fast enough for such a price. Yes, it's beautiful, and it has a pretty good steering, but it's not fast enough. It looks much faster than it is. Me and my crew liked Berlinetta much more. Everything is creaking from the back. And it started as soon as I put this roof up. And it shows the quality of this car. So let's summarize it. The Ferrari 458. Lots of people told me about it. And these smart-ass morons tried to persuade me that this car is gorgeous. And that it's super fast. That it's the coolest car possible. But I can't tell the same about it, and I didn't like the sound of this car, even though it's interesting and maybe it sounds good when you're watching some video about it or when it's just passing by. But the Lambo sounds even cooler. It sounds much more evil, it sounds more aggressive and more interesting, and I like it much more. So once again I'm telling you, this car is just for showing off. This is just a beautiful, roofless, red sport coupe, a Spider. But the only thing it means is just a car without a roof. And non-Spider is a regular 458 with a roof. And those people who buy Spiders, they do it for one simple purpose. For showing off before those who don't have a Spider. Before those who own a regular 458, saying I'm richer than you, my car is more expensive. The steering and brakes are amazing and it looks sexy as hell. But for me it doesn't feel powerful enough. And it doesn't feel like high quality. And also it's way too expensive to maintain, especially in Moscow, it's overpriced. So if you're considering about buying such an automobile and you are not a good driver, and you want an expensive and beautiful automobile, and you want to make everyone turn their heads on you and say, what a beauty, what a beautiful and stylish car, that man has taste, then you should buy it. But if you are a real man and you want to go fast and always be a winner, then it's not for you. I'm Davidich, goodbye.
Bum 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 bum.